All right, what's up everybody? On deck with Third Eye Cam. Today's date, March 17th, 2021. The time is 11:30. I'm on 64 West in the mountains, and I guess I'm up elevated with the clouds. I've just run into a thick of it. I wasn't gonna do a video, but since it showed up, I have to show y'all the effects of these planetoids, what I think is causing all of this. And it's really cold up here. I came up here a couple of days ago, Monday. It was a little bit warmer, and it was rainy, but I do know these are clouds, and I'm up elevated. I'm up probably about 13,000 feet approximately, around about this area. And this is up by Lyndhurst and Harrisburg. So hopefully once we come down on the other side, you can see we're coming out of the clouds. We should be able to see something. I'm hoping the sun will come out today. It's been cloudy for the past 3.5 days now, and I am not happy because I like to see the sun, the sky, the moon, and whatever else comes across the sky into my view from space. Anywho, I know that these planets have some kind of effect. Don't let nobody else tell you anything different. I've already proven it, shown it, and I'm pretty sure they documented it, but they don't want y'all to know. They'll probably get after me for this. I know we're gonna have atmospheric situations here and there, but this is something that's very different. It's a different nature of a situation. So as we go through, we will just kind of observe the day, even if we don't get anything in the sky. I just wanted to show y'all what it is like up here. This is up going by Staunton, Virginia, straight ahead. So we'll be back once I get something clear, or we'll just hang tight, stand by. Third Eye Cam, poof. Okay, Third Eye Cam back, same date. Time is 11:50, right before lunch. I'm in Greenville, Virginia, and the sun just kind of slightly popped out. So we're gonna see what we can see of it before it goes back in. This is the same area where I caught that tower of clouds that were hiding my planetoids. So I'm always up in the western part of Virginia in the mountains, and I get to see all the little beautiful action. So right now I'm just trying to see if I see any kind of, other than the sun, there's the sun right there, any kind of planetoids. I just literally activated my GoPro, so hopefully it will pretty much see all this cloud activity above us, and we'll see what we're looking at and see what it looks like. It's in a concave, so it should catch a lot of the sky, more than my phone would. And then I'm going to compile all the videos from my GoPro once I get a chance and run them all separately, because what I'll do is like run the GoPro and kind of speed it up so you can like mainly focus on the sky, not the landscape, as the sky's in the grand setting with the G Pro, and the time won't be too long. It'll be like a compressed time lapse of the sky. So once I hop out here, we'll take a look around. Poof. All right, Third Eye Cam back, same date. The time is 12:08 right now. The sun just kind of popped out, and I see some kind of planetoid deal right here. And again, I'm up in the mountains. I'm in Greenville, Virginia. I see a trail right there. Got a lot of cloudage right here, so hopefully as I go down south to Roanoke, everything will start clearing up and I can see better. All right, you can see my cloud is going back east and above my head, also where the sun is. Do a quick zoom in on the sun. Nothing much, just a lot of clouds interfering between myself, my view, and the sun. I'm really trying to clean up my English. Okay, so you see here and there, that's our regular blue sky, the horizon always, and the holy blue sky that I always talk about, which is the intersection of heavenly bodies occupying that space in space, and it shows up darker. Also right here you can see a planetoid. Oh wow, that's a whole planetoid. Look at this. You got the lit side and the dark side. And it's giving away a tail also. It's got a little asteroid up under it also. And that thing shows up really well. And it's just interesting to see that up. I went and just got some pictures really fast. That'll make the end of my video as always. Got a planetoid right here showing up. Yep, same one I was looking at. See it kind of blousing in front of the sun. One over here also. Probably little asteroids in there clouded. What is this? Okay, it's just more planetoided shadowing. You can see that also showing up really well. I could definitely see this one, but I'm not really focusing on it because it's too close to the sun. Again, like I said, this one is showing up really well. Planetoid. All right, so we'll be back. Really quick, we got another planetoid asteroid showing up right here. You can see it and the tail pushing back. That kind of just popped out as well. So I'm gonna get as much as I can when I come back. Poof. Okay, we're back real quick. Time is 12:20. I'm gonna do this real fast because I gotta get on the road. I'm seeing a lot of OCG. See where the sky is like dirty right here, but it gets back to our normal blue right here at the horizon. I do see in the faint planetoid approaching from the west. Here's another one, I think, OCG and planetoids. Yep, there's another planetoid at the treetops. Got another moon planetoid right here. And more right there. Yep, look at the tails. Those are like comet to asteroid type deals. See two of them. Follow the tails. Still a lot of cloudiness right here. I see a tail behind these clouds. Where it shows up is white. That's a asteroid tail. But so far, just a whole lot of OCG following heavenly bodies like asteroids and what have you. Probably small moons. And like I said, there's the sun. Sun's got a lot of activity with it, so I'm not gonna focus on that. But I am up above probably about 1,500 feet above the sea line, sea level. Oh, there's a chemtrail. Sheesh, these guys always have to intercede. Just not popping up. So once I start seeing those guys, because they always fly that specific pattern, then I know that the stuff is about to go down. So I got my G Pro running right now concurrently in my truck. That's gonna make it up to the video as soon as I can get freed up. I'm telling you, if I didn't have to work this truck driving job, I could literally give my entire day to the chasing this. Wish I could get paid for this. But like I said, there's a planet on the rise right here, planetoid. I can see the whole thing. It starts right here, bends around this way, and it's kind of past all the cloudage. I do see one of its moons right here. Let me make sure I got that right. It's always hard to see through my phone when this is broad daylight. Where are you? Put my shades back on. These things move so fast it got covered up by the clouds, but I can barely see it. Anyways, this is a planetoid coming up. That's a, let's see. That's a planetoid, yep. That one right there. And it's got an asteroid with it. So that's the asteroid, that's the planetoid. You can see the spherical outlay of it. And then, look at this, see? Two chemtrails right here. Holy crap. Look at that, see how they're interceding right? Now that's the planetoid I was telling y'all about earlier. See how they're supersonic into it? Out freaking amazing. He's gonna cross up right behind that guy. So that's a planetoid up there somewhere. And the one going southwest is higher compared to the one that's coming my direction. Planes just don't cross up like that. So they're marking a planetary body that I can't, the one that I showed you earlier that I said kind of covered up the sun. There it is. There it is. That's what earlier was covering up the sun, and they just crossed up on it. And they're headed to that planetoid right there that I showed you. And the other one's headed to this planetoid right here. See, third eye cam don't miss. I ain't got time to miss. So, like I said, they cross up on this planetoid. One's headed to that planetoid, that moon, little moon planetoid here. And he's going past it now. Actually, it moved this right here. What was right here, right there. And this guy is headed over to this planetoid right here. This whole big planetoid. Amazing. and the day begins. So let's get it going. Third eye cam, we'll be back. Poof. So at current, I got my G Pro right here, looking at whatever's in front of me and pointed up at the sky, and it's gonna concave it and make it show up really close, really well. Let me make sure it's set. Yep. So I'm gonna restart it. It's been running for 33 minutes now. And I'm just gonna restart it, just segment it. Like I said, there's a planetoid right there. You can see it really well, showing up. Let me highlight a little bit. And that chemtrail is going past it. You can see it. So, planet's beginning. All right, here we go. Let's get it. Third eye cam, we'll be back. Poof. Real quick, you can see my other moon that has already passed. There's a planetoid deal that they swooped past. Actually, not that one. It's above. There's a little moon back there. Planetoid went that way, actually. And my other planetoid, you can see the bulk of it showing up. There it is. Chemtrail already went past it. There's the other chemtrail. Where is he? Another one. Where are you? My camera never wants to pick it up. There he is. Got him. So they're moving in on these planetoids now already. All right, and I'm moving on. We'll be back. Yeah, that whole deal up there is a planetoid. As wide as this camera go out, and it's huge. This thing is coming in huge. So I'm imagining that's this little moon right there. Not imagining. I gotta get specific on my word choice. I don't want people to throw this back in my face. Well, you imagine seeing the moon when it's nothing more than clouds. That's how they come at you. Well, I imagine seeing this chemtrailer, this jet, that was not a regular Airbus flying up in it, because I know it's a military craft because I've been watching it for too long. Observation, science, remember that. Poof. Okay, I'm back. Time is 12:31. Getting kind of irritated because I'm fighting with things, but it's all good. Chemtrailer right in front of me. To the right, there's a big planet coming up. So again, I'm seeing the bottom or the side of a planetoid. I had it in the clear, but I couldn't quite get there fast enough. So once it comes up, we'll show you. Back east, we got another planetoid showing in the sky. All this, all that. See the little squiggly squagglies? Planetoid. Just sitting there, huge as all get up. So I got one planetoid sitting in the west, one sitting in the east, and they just there. There's my planetoid sitting in the west. Okay, so my planet is somewhere over here. There it is. It's at the mountaintops. You can see the bottom of it, rounding. And all this right here is the bulk of the planet, sitting over in the southwest and above my head. Back east, I see another Messenger Magic chemtrail approaching. That whole mass, he's to the middle of it. So again, a lot of activity going on. Okay, right here, the tail of whatever this is. There's a chemtrail passing over. You can see the tail of it. Going out west. Should be able to see my planetoid right just above the trees. And the bulk of it. Yep. Really beautiful. And I was looking back at some of my old videos when I thought that those comments were coming in. I think that was a throw off because we were looking at these very same planets. And because I was still listening to all the distractors, I was looking for comments, but those comments were further out. And those were actually planetoids. So indeed, a lot of guys are getting paid off to mislead us, especially Mr. 5-letter 3 numbers. I am really convinced because my first question is, what freaking universe do you live in where you don't see all this coming through the sky? And you live further south than I do, and this stuff spans across the whole earth. You're out in Arizona, so you should be able to definitely see this. And I listen to them, you know, some people are very convincing. It's hard to convince me Oh, look at that moon right there. See that? Planetoid right there. And that's way out there, starting to show up. I'm not easily convinced without research and logic and common sense. I don't live too much in a fairy tale world since I was a little child. What I have lived in is a military, realistic world filled with some violence and a lot of strictness and a lot of no room for error. So when I look at the world for the rest of my days on this planet, I'm surveying it with logic, common sense, and how to go from a problem to a solution, or to find out what is not known to what is known, without any kind of illogical cartoon commercial type of trying to sell somebody something mindset. So everything I do has a logical method to it. Like I said, this tail is going all the way back east. You can see it. And it's right there. I planted somewhere right there. All that. I can't see the bulk of it, but I got my GoPro on deck and it will catch it. Alright, so I'm going to keep doing what I do and I'll be back. If anything interesting more should come up, we will jump all over it. Poof. Okay, I'm back real quick. The time is 12:48. My anomalies, I'm getting closer to them as I'm headed down south. 64 West, you can see that sign right there by Charleston and Lexington. I'm about an hour from Roanoke. So I'm noticing atmospheric trade-offs and OCG. I think the planet is totally above my head. Like I'm either, pretty much up under it. However, it's situated in space, translating through our sky. Like I said, I got my G Pro running, so once I put that video out, I'm gonna have it time lapse. It'll show what it captured. It has a concave lens, so it's going to pretty much collapse that whole sky into it so it can see better without, over collapsing what really is. It's just going to show up for what it really is. So I definitely appreciate that about the GoPro. Meanwhile, I just got clouds over my head, and we'll just kind of see what we got going on here. Again, there's the sun finally showing up. There's some of my planetoid back here. As soon as I get past the mountains, you'll be able to see it in the clear. You can see the top of it. There it is, all of it. That's going back east, over the Atlantic, over Europe, over China, over Russia, way out in space. I'm seeing it. You can see these little OCGs showing up, a cluster of them. All that right there. All this OCG showing up. Looks like little tornadoes, little twisters spiraling sideways. But those are indeed atmospherical burn-offs from an asteroidal body out in space. Little rock pellets, probably the sizes of like small buildings, football fields, the moon, half the moon size. All showing up, all that. All right, so hang tight, we'll be back. Got an OCG showing up, Mr. Magic Chemtrail along with the OCG, that's what I was trying to say. And he's under the cloudage, the plume of the cloudage. Just want to point that out. We'll be back. Freaking awesome. All right, back showing my activity to the east. Time is 13:02, 102 for my civilians. Got a planetoid right there below the sun. And a bigger one, right at the treetop. Can you see it? I see it clearly. And my big planetoid right here. See it? Huge, astronomical, huge, astronomically huge. Like I said, my G Pro is on that one, so it's definitely catching it. My G Pro is tracking that one, and it's one over there on the rise. All the big planetoids are over here in this sector of the sky, and that's southwest. One up top, one down below. You can see the haze of the one coming up from below. that's a whole planet. That's not just a cloud. It's got a planet inside of it. I see a chemtrailer headed towards it. So, like I said, a lot of activity going on. You got a planetoid right here. And it's beautiful. Next to the sun, below the sun. We're gonna be in for a hurting this summer, y'all. I talked to a few friends around the world, and they're telling me already that they're feeling earthquakes in their countries. And they say it's like they're catching them often. So I notice every time these planetoids come up over the United States, that the other part of the world gets pulled onto. I'm wondering if the anchor, the foundations of this side of the world are stronger than the other side, which has a lot of cracks to it. Because the other side has already been damaged from wars, erosion. Just it's an older part of the world, so it's more older than, say, like the Americas, and our anchors and foundations are still holding up, whereas like countries like in Asia, Africa, and you know, parts of Europe, like around about, you know, Albania, Spain, those are the older parts of the world. So it's possible that their foundations have crumbled to a degree, and ours are still holding. So we're not catching too many earthquakes because we're rock solid. My planetoid's over here.